to write? Which is your favorite kind of music, both of you?
I mean,
more like acoustic pop.
Yeah.
We try to stay in our genre, but we can write in many different styles and ways.
Indie, R&B.
It's so fun experimenting with all the different styles and seeing how we can do different things. But
and say we write a pop record, when we record it, we will incorporate some indie rock tones in it, or we'll incorporate some like electronic instruments in it, so that we have a flair of a bunch of different styles of music.
So you're trying to get something in there that's a little different, because everything becomes very monotonous. It's always very much the same. And I've always said when I used to do a lot of these bands coming up and who they are and the R&Bs and everything, I love music, and they always have the same beat and the same sound and the same thing. And I always think, can't we have something different? How would you put something different in there, Savannah?
I mean, usually when we write a song, we try to think of things that haven't already been sung, or melodies that are really different that could sound cool, and we just try to make it sound different. And then when we have it in the studio for the track, we like to make sure there's little things that you hear that don't really stand out, but if you listen to the song and you really listen to it and you listen to the track, that you can hear and you can...
So when you're in the recording studio and someone's helping you record this and everything else, you have your own input as to what you want, and do they sort of brush it up and put it together because they're making the recording. Do they ever come up with ideas that maybe you would like, or do you want it strictly more from you?
Yeah, I mean, when we're in the studio, some people are kind of intimidated when they're in the studio. But I make sure to always put in my input along with Savannah. She does as well. And if there's something that we don't like in the track, we'll just kind of work around it, or say, I want to change this up a little and do it kind of like that. So we always kind of try to produce along.
But you try to produce along. What I'm trying to do is you're trying to keep your own input in there and your own style and the own thing as to who you are. So how do you manage that? Because a lot of people will not listen to the younger generation. I've been talking to them for 14 years now, and a lot of people say, oh, they're just young and don't listen to them and da-da-da-da. I've always said, no, they've got great ideas, they're fabulous, they're fantastic. How do you get your message across that this is what you want and this is how you want to do it?
I mean, we're different. We're very different style-wise and writing-wise from a lot of people see that. So when we're producing a song, I mean, they'll ask me specifically from what they heard of the demo or the just the acoustic version. They'll ask me what kind of things they want to incorporate in the song, and I will we'll produce alongside and say, we want this, and the producers are always like, they always really love our ideas. I mean, we're happy about that, because we haven't had anyone that's kind of like shot down our ideas. So
you'd probably fire them anyway if you did. Pit them against somebody else. Now I know that your father is in an advertising company. He has a company called Omni Advertising, and obviously it's in Florida. Is it in Boca Raton?
It is. It's in Boca. It's a very nice studio. He's worked hard on it for years. He's been trying to get an awesome office, and he finally got it. It's really cool. We're really happy for him.
But he also travels and tries to spread out his business, and hopefully he can move it to California so we can be out there more.
I think it's rather unique where you are from, though, because where you're from, you don't have as much competition as you do in Los Angeles. I mean, everybody in the entire world, I think, hits, in the music industry, in the film industry, they hit California, they hit Los Angeles. I mean, they're a dime a dozen. So I think you're actually a little bit more unique where you are. And also because of what you do. Do you also think that because your father has an advertising agency that's going to help you a little bit, do you think he'll help you get out there knowing a little bit more what he could do for you?
I mean, he works hard on, most of his advertisements are for, for the car business and stuff. So, I mean, he doesn't do much in the music industry, but we're really trying to...
He's going to stop that right now.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we actually branched out a label from his company. We're under Omni Total Entertainment. It's the name of the label that we started off of the company. And, And I mean, he's getting into the music business, and we're getting him into it. I mean, he's using cool, hip new music in his spots now because of us showing him new stuff. So I mean, he's getting into it for sure.
We gotta show the old pops, you know, the new music.
The new music and everything. Has that made a difference to his business? In other words, you're sort of helping him with his business now.
It has.
Yeah.
I mean, you go ahead. I mean,
we love putting our input on things for him also, as well as he does to us. But I mean, mostly, yeah. I mean, I guess.
I mean, we play him new music like 24/7. When he comes home, he's always hearing the freshest, newest stuff because we're always on top of like brand new music, brand new stuff. We love the new trends and all that new stuff. We're always on top of it.
Yes.
So when he comes home, he hears all that new stuff.
He's like, play me your new stuff. I want to hear it.
You know, your father is. I spoke to your father earlier this afternoon, and I told him I was going to mention about his advertising agency because it's a very large one, it's a very good one. He said, "Oh no, it's nothing about me. I wanted all about my children, all about what they're doing, all about this."
Yes.
So I have to tell you that because he's right behind you with what you're doing, and it's very unusual to have that as a father. What about your mom?